Nomine Patris et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Pater noster qui est in celi sanctificator nuam tuum, avenit regnam tuum, fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in cedo et in terra panem nostrum quotidianum da hodis nodie, et debitibus nobis debitibus nostros sicut in dimittimus debitores nostros. Et se nos inducas in tentationis libera nos a malo. Amen. Gloria Patri, Filii, Spiritus Sanctus, sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper in saecula saeculorum. Amen. In nomine Patris et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Good evening. I'd like to talk to you tonight about the materialism surrounding All Hallows Eve, or Halloween as it's more popularly called. It is the curse of materialism that makes us worship this God called money in capitalism more so than the one who died for us on the cross. All Hallows Eve is a pagan feast. To worship it is to deviate to the esoteric. And all esoteric practices. An abomination to the Lord. What is an abomination? Well, everyone knows what an insult is. Multiply that by a million and you will find what an abomination is. We always forget that the material world is but for a short time. The spiritual world, which is the world we are preparing to enter through our human existence, is ad infinitum and forever. Going around children, it's nice that they're having a good time, but we should train them to worship the correct things and not to be making bonfires and admiring witches and effigies of witches, and these are all symbols of deprivation and evil. Remember, materialism doesn't figure in the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, there's no money. There's no concept of time. That is why there's no pain. There are no tears. There is no sickness. In the temporal world, we think that to worship money and to worship people with money will gain us maybe little reward in this world, but not in the next. Not in the next. It is written clearly. He says it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. I can't understand why people, even priests, I see priests in my locality, they visit the more affluent people more so than they do the poor. We are Templar Knights, and when we swear that oath of nobility, of loyalty, we renounce materialism. And should we fail to do this, we lose the right to call ourselves Templar Knights. Don't forget this. You swore a vow of poverty, loyalty, nobility. And if you break that vow, you become you lose your soul for eternity, ad infinitum, forever and ever, for all eternity. Don't forget this. Don't call yourself a Templar Knight if you worship money. Don't call yourself a Templar Knight if you worship a rich man and pass by a poor man. Don't call yourself a Templar Knight If you pass by a homeless person and fail to give him assistance, do not dare to call yourself a Templar Knight, because you're not fit to wear the white cape with the crimson cross emblazoned on it, the cross of martyrdom, the cross of Jesus Christ. It's great that we have times during the midwinter to celebrate something. Coming up after on Hallows Eve, we'll have Christmas. That's the celebration of the birth of Christ. This again is full of materialism. It's full of it. There's in the shops already. Shops are full of it. It's exploiting the people. Some people are getting very wealthy by this. Some people will impoverish themselves by this, giving their children things that they can't afford to buy them. Wrong. This is wrong. The only reward we want, the only reward we should be extolling people to look for and to work towards, is to be with Jesus in heaven. Be careful of celebrating pagan feasts, because the esoterics are Satan's way of entering our life. When you involve yourself with esoteric practices, be very, very careful, because we're opening a portal to something we have no concept of what that can bring us by opening that portal. We have no concept of what we're allowing ourselves to, or what we are exposing ourselves to. And I see Templar Knights, Templar orders, and they talk about the esoterics as if they were a good thing. No, esoterics are evil. Avoid them. I don't have the full say in this order, but I am the bishop, and should I find that any of our members are indulging in esoteric practices, I will work tirelessly to have you expelled and to have you excommunicated from the Christian Church, my Christian Church, our Christian Church. Thank you for listening to me. I wish you a happy night. I wish you a peaceful sleep, and I wish you a beautiful awakening. May you wake to a better world, to a world more tolerant than the one you left when you succumbed to slumber. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for listening to me.